Came too much, and Lonnie, close the door for me, see, baby. Yeah, so it just all became way too much. This was never the plan, yeah. So Amy and Rajendal was taking the footage that was going on behind the scenes and posting it on socials, yeah. When we came here, all of our phones was taken. The only people that were supposed to have a phone here was people like me, because of the fact that me and Lonnie had an agreement. As you don't know, I'm a hairdresser. I also work and I go to university. So I was allowed to have my phone in the mornings before we done content so I can do my university Zoom call. I'm not coming here to put all of my shit that got going on in London aside for a show. I have uni, so it needs to be done. So throughout this whole ordeal, as you don't know, we explained the situation yesterday. Before I even get to that, I'm going into everything too fast. Let me finish with the Amy and Rajendal situation. Cool. Now, people are saying that Rajendal got jumped. I just want to confirm something with you lot, yeah? All of us signed a contract. There's no hair pulling. There's no jumping. There's no throwing stuff. Like, there's a whole contract that we had to sign with things that we're not supposed to do. Lonnie did not want no street fighting. It was just little, like, for example, she said, on the contract, there's no punching. So we're only supposed to slap. So remember, we're thugs, we fight. So to some of us, it's like, but Lonnie, like, some of us don't know about no slapping. We're into the, you get what I mean? So I'm not going to, like, even I didn't want to sign the contract because it's like, bro, huh? But at the same time, I signed it because at the end of the day, I didn't come here to fight. So a fight happened. She was on drugs. A fight happened that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah? A fight happened with Randall that wasn't supposed to happen. Randall ended up getting beaten up by 2 people, but it was 2 separate fights. This was behind the scenes because of Randall's behavior of what she was doing. Randall became too much for everybody in the house. She became too much for the security. She became too much for the cameraman. Cool. Behind the scenes, she had another problem with people because of what she was doing in the house. Rajendal did not get jumped. Yeah? She was upstairs. Yeah, you get what I mean? She was upstairs. She was running her mouth. She's trying to come down the stairs. She's trying to fight people to the point that someone who's not even security had to stand on the stairs. They were upstairs. They put Rajendal in the room, and she was still up there doing bare fuckery. They've ended up getting past. Rajendal tried to get through to Birdie. Birdie didn't do nothing to Rajendal. Yeah? She was upstairs they were trying to get past the security because Rajendal was just upstairs running up her mouth. They've gone in Rajendal's room, but Rajendal, she don't know how to fight. And that's what the problem is. She never got jumped. She don't know how to fight. C's gone in there. Rajendal's on the bed. C's mad. They've now started fighting. When they've stopped fighting, Rajendal's gotten up to fight to Birdie. Birdie's fought back. When she's dropped on the floor, and this is something that wasn't on camera because it wasn't supposed to happen, Rajendal's gone like this with her face. Her and C's fighting. When C saw that Rajendal went like this to her face, C stopped. That fight was never supposed to happen. It happened out of anger because of Rajendal's behavior. Everyone got fed up. Alright, cool. Move on from that now. So that's just to put all of that to rest. Rajendal was not sleeping. They just didn't know that that C was able to get past security. So Rajendal's upstairs running her mouth, but she's running her mouth from laying down on the bed, and you could just hear her screaming and mashing up her room. So imagine if I'm sitting upstairs somewhere and the door's closed and you hear someone running up their mouth about you and mashing up the place and all this type of stuff. And then the person that's trying to get to me is downstairs. They're trying to get over security. Rajendal was sitting on her bed. And you lot will see that as well in one of the footages. I don't even think it's coming out because all the footage has been deleted. That's the next thing I'm going to go into. Rajendal was sitting on the bed running up her mouth. I was also, before that even happened, what took place on camera, you see that I was clean off the blood off Rangel's foot because she cut her foot with the own glass that she threw. Yeah? Alright, cool. So no problem now. Rangel never got rushed. No one ever got rushed in the house. That would never happen. Them not are using it as an excuse because of the fact that they're in that villa, so they're spreading stories. No one can't rush no one in here. Yeah? You lot saw the behaviour that Rangel was going on with. There's a video where the security is holding back Rangel and all this type of stuff. Yeah? The girls are picking up chairs and trying to throw chairs. Like, no one didn't come into that. You didn't pay for the villa, so why are you doing all of that? Alright, cool. That's to approach that story. Now, as I said before, yeah? When it comes down to the whole saga with our Fabulous and Shelly, I'm going to explain this, yeah, for you lot to understand, yeah? Lonnie had a conversation with all of the cast at a table. From the airport situation, yeah? Shelly was only supposed to be on the show if our Fabulous was going to be on the show. When them lot was at the airport, them lot kept saying that it's just Shelly there. Shelly said that she's the only one at the airport. So just know that anything that's been going on in that other villa with Lonnie talking shit about us and all this type of stuff, we already knew about. It was a plan. Because of the fact that when our Fabulous found out I was in the house, she said she's not doing no filming. She doesn't want to be here. That if she's going to be here, they need to send me home. So what Lonnie done was lie. I don't know how to pronounce Randall's name, please. So that whole lie was set up. They kept saying that they sent me home so much times. I already knew about that whole ordeal. We all knew about the whole ordeal in this house. Remember, they don't know the conversations that's going on in this house, but we know the conversations that's being taken to the other villa. And this is why they're not so angry. The only reason why Lonnie reached out to Shelly to come to the show is because our Fabulous said to Lonnie she has a friend that she would like to be on the show. Because our Fabulous wanted to come with someone. That was it. Right? And I hope you don't understand that point. So when them lot was at the airport, yeah, because we're going to get to the child talks and stuff in a minute. Let me just do everything one by one for you lot to understand what's going on. Our Fabulous put up a status on Snapchat saying that she's not coming. But we had already known that our Fabulous was coming. But we're playing the fool to catch wise, yeah? Lonnie coming like a blondie, yeah? So she actually thought our Fabulous wasn't coming. So when Shelly said she was at the airport, the big argument took place in the house because Lonnie said no one's going to the airport to pick up Shelly if our Fabulous is not there. The only reason why Lonnie reached out to Shelly to come is because Lonnie was doing everything in her power to get our Fabulous on the show because of she felt like, you know, with the engagements and the marketing, it would have been a good idea, which it was, because I'm not going to sit here and hate. Our Fabulous does have a platform. Emil has a platform. They all have platforms. What's the point on putting people on a show that don't really have platforms? What type of shows the engagement going to get? She get. But when they found out I was here, oh, hell no. As you lot saw, everything spiraled out on the internet between me and our Fabulous. But where our Fabulous messed up is that when our Fabulous found out that I was here, she panicked. And she went on socials. As I said, Renee knows how to market. She went on socials and put up this whole fuckery about how my brother done this to her ex. And all of a sudden, that's when I started attacking her. And that's when I got mad because it's like, what the fuck were you talking about? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. She called my mama cracking and rare. And that's when I got mad. I didn't know our Fabulous was coming only until it was told to me when I was in the house. There was no story time that was supposed to be posted between me and our Fabulous. There wasn't supposed to be no air time between me and our Fabulous. That's what people stand to understand. Our Fabulous, in her head, because she knew I was here, went on social media and made a problem, and I fired back when I got back my phone. So behind the scenes, because of that, our Fabulous was destined to come to the show with Shelly because she doesn't want no one to fight and she didn't want to be jumped. So Lonnie kept fighting for our Fabulous to come to the house. She said she did not want to come here without Shelly. So cool. When they found out that Shelly was at the airport, even down the security guard, I'm going to sit here and be real for you lot to understand what's going on. Lonnie said, if our Fabulous is not at the airport, she is not going She is not going there to pick up Shelly. Shelly's going to have to go home. Who's in here saying to Lonnie, I am when it comes to the female stuff. Yeah? You have to pick up Shelly from the airport. You have to. You can't leave her there. Yeah? So, I said to them, Renee is at the airport. I knew Renee was there. Yeah? So they've gone and they've picked up Shelly. Renee was there. Yeah? Cool, no problem. So now that gives Shelly the right to be in the show. But this is a mistake that Lonnie has made. Before anything, Lonnie made that mistake. Lonnie should have said it that she only wants Shelly on the show if our Fabulous is going to be in there. Remember, Shelly doesn't have a platform. She's not known like that. She's just a dancer. So let's be smart here. What is the point of Shelly being on the show? What does she bring? Do you get? So that's where that confusion was, and that's a miscommunication that happened on Lonnie's behalf, and that's fine. Because remember, in Lonnie's head, she was doing anything for Renee to be here. She wanted Renee to be comfortable. So at this point, so much pressure is being put on Lonnie, so it got to a point where Lonnie said, cool, no problem. There's a scene that happened where I blacked out because of the fact of when Renee called my mom a crackhead and stuff, and this happened when I blacked out. When I was told that our Fabulous was coming, all I wanted to do was fight, yeah? Production said they do not want me to fight our Fabulous. She just wants to come to the house. I said to them, it's not going to go the way Renee wants it to go, because you're not, just because you want to market and get views doesn't mean you go on social media and disrespect my family and call my mother out her name and make up lies on my family. You do not do that. You get it? So I'm mad because you don't know my trauma, you don't know my anger. I just wanted to fight. Alright, cool. When I was blacking out, yeah, I got a call from Shelly. Well, the security put me on the phone to Shelly. Shelly is family with one of the security guards that's here. Yeah? Shelly said to me on the phone that she's not coming here to fight me, because it was made out from a fake account that Shelly was coming in to fight me. Yeah? Me and Shelly's talking, because remember me and Shelly had a problem from before. Me and Shelly's talking. Shelly said, no, me and you already sorted out our problems. I'm not coming here to fight you. Don't say anything. I'm coming here to fight Birdie. And this was never supposed to be a part from the show. So when Lonnie got hold of that Shelly wanted to fight Birdie, Lonnie put that now in the show. She said, you know what, do you not want to do one-on-one? They both agreed. But Birdie was confused because Birdie's like, number one, I don't know this girl. I don't understand what the issue is. Why does she want to fight me? Birdie did not come here to fight. She can fight, but she didn't come here to fight. Us that came here to do filming and take pictures and do content for our social media platforms. Do you get it now? So because Shelly has now made a story time that she's come to beef Birdie, her story time was that Birdie cussed her children. Now, as you not know, if you have Shelly on social media platforms, because she done the same to me, she uses this, you disrespected my child, you disrespected my child. Birdie don't know Shelly. She didn't even know Shelly had a child. Them lot got into a little altercation a couple of months, over a year ago at Tiger Bay, because Shelly wanted to be eyeing people and being disrespectful. The argument that Shelly has with Birdie is not her and Birdie's argument. It's a girl called Shan, with Shan Kardashian. She can vouch for that. It's an argument out between Shan Kardashian and Shelly. Birdie was present. All of them got into a little heated argument. That was it. No children were mentioned. So Shelly has now made that her story time, which she shouldn't have, because she knows deep down inside that she's lying. No one's spoken this girl's children. Shelly does it all the time when she's arguing with people about, oh, you spoke on my children, so now I want to fight. Remember, she done it to me. There's a difference with talking on someone's parenting skills and dissing someone's child, which is the same thing that I said the other day on Snapchat, that Shelly's here pulling out knives. If you cared so much about your child, you're here, you're pulling out knives, you're trying to fight cameramen, you're trying to fight this one, you're doing all of that, but you've left your child in London. Go home. You don't understand where I'm coming from? And that's not to diss no one, but it's the truth. I'm not going to come out to Croatia and put myself on the line when I know that I have a child back home. Look at all the fuckery you're doing as a mother on social media in a different part of the UK, and your child is at home. So go home. Alright, cool, no problem. Now, the fight that took place happened between Birdie and Shelly, yeah? Because now Lonnie said, cool, we can use that as a story time. And I'm saying to Lonnie, but it's a lie though. But at this point, Lonnie don't care. She's now used that as a story time and said, you know what, you lot can have your one-on-one. But Birdie's not into no long talking, because Birdie's confused. Like, I don't know this girl. She's never dissed her child. But she said, you know what, fuck it. If she wants to fight me so bad, then fight me. Cool. After this now, Lonnie said that because Shelly's coming to the house, that she's going to lock us up in our rooms. Everybody was locked in their villas for this flight to take place. Yeah? Everybody was locked in their villa. I was locked in my villa. The girls was locked in their villa because we was in separate villas. Everyone's locked in their villa for Birdie and Shelly's fight to take place. Yeah? The fight has now taken place. One of the security guards is family with Shelly. The security guards, they haven't been professional, yeah? So the fight wasn't fair, but it was fair. Them lot both rocked it out. I can't lie, they both rocked it out. But Shelly did a cowardly move that goes beyond the contract and dragged Birdie's hair, yeah? It says on the contract you're not supposed to do that. So why would you go and drag the girl's hair? Birdie never dragged the girl's hair. Birdie fought with her fist. So why'd it have to be you to drag someone's hair? After that, Lonnie said, because you've broken the rules, you have to go home. But remember, Lonnie is doing everything in her power to get Renee to film in the UK BADDERZ villa. So Lonnie, which we all knew about, was still saying things to Renee to get Renee to come in the house. But Renee said, because this is why them lot are still going on with their fuckery, Renee said she's not walking in the villa without who? Shelly. So they kept making it hard for Lonnie because Lonnie still needed her footage. I hope you lot are understanding what's going on here. Yeah? Cool. So at this point now, because of the fact that Lonnie kept going to the villa trying to discuss the fact that Shelly cannot come in the villa, Lonnie then had to start lying and saying how she's sending us home because them lot. Shelly turned around and said to Lonnie that it's either them or it's me and Birdie. They kept making it hard for Lonnie to work, so Lonnie's then lied and said that yes, she's sending us home. Everything that Lonnie was saying in the house was recorded from Lonnie. We have all the recordings. We knew what was being said before Lonnie went to their villa, so that's why we don't care about that. They're sitting on social saying that, but Lonnie's doing mix-up. Lonnie's not doing mix-up. You lot just don't know what we know, and that's why them lot at that villa with those cameramen mad. You lot get what I'm saying now? Alright, cool. So, it's not that Lonnie's lying. It's the fact that I'm making it difficult for Lonnie to film. We're not making it difficult. They're making it difficult. Do you get it? This is why we was able to get our content and they haven't. This is why they're all sitting in a whole different villa apart from the actual UK BADDERZ villa and not filming. Do you get it? So, alright, cool now. them not have that. Club.